I'm not sure if I'm on yet, but I'm gonna go ahead with it as if I am. Welcome. It's Friday, so this is all about paper pumpkin. I'm Lori Pinto from LollyPop Paper and Ink, and on Fridays we do our Facebook Live with some alternate projects from that month's kit. So this is the March kit. Let me just see. I don't know. Usually I have a little bit of a problem with my Facebook Live, so I just want to make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be. So let me just check. Just give me 1 second, because I just want to check, make sure I'm not upside down or backwards or sideways, which is how I was last time. So I think I'm good. I think I found it. Let me just move this a little bit. And there's a delay here, so just bear with me. Me and Facebook Lives don't get along very well, so let's just see if I can just go down like that. All right. Anyway, I hope that you take a minute and can join us. This is going to be quick. I just want to show you what Paper Pumpkin is all about. And this is our March kit, which was the birthday or anniversary month for Paper Pumpkin. It was 7 years old. So in our March kits, we always have an extra full-size stamp set. So I'll show you that in just a sec. For those of you that are not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it's a division of Stampin' Up, and it's a monthly kit that you get through a subscription. You can subscribe month to month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. And there's a little bit of a discount if you do 3 or 6 months or 12 months. But each month it's a little surprise in a box, and you have everything that you need to complete these projects. This one came with 9 cards. Last month was, I believe, 16. I think it was 4 designs, 4 of each. So super affordable. It's portable. You take it with you anywhere you want to go. I take it with me every time I travel, or even doctor's offices. You never know when you're going to be delayed. Although I haven't been in a doctor's office for a while, so that's a good thing. And I don't think anybody's been in a doctor's office lately. So everything is online. So anyway, that's what this is. And every month we don't really know exactly what is coming. So we have a couple of hints that they give us, a few weeks before. But let me show you what this month was all about. So this was the March kit. And this is kind of what you get in every one, except this one, you get a stamp set. And this was the the special additional stamp set that we got in the kit this month, which I used on my alternate projects tonight too. So you get your stamp set. For your first box, you always get a clear block. Not after that, but for your first time, they'll always start you out with that, and that's all you need. You get a little Stampin' Spot, and for whatever color coordinates with that. You could use your own colors too. I kind of like to save these. I use my big ones on my big stamp pads because I like to save these for when I use at classes for the Stamparatus. This comes in really handy. It comes with dimensionals. It comes with thread, it comes with directions, step-by-step directions here, and also there's a video, so you could always check the video to take you along step-by-step. More adhesive. It did have, this is one of the cards. This is after I was done making how many? I made 9 cards. I still had all of these little embellishment die cuts left over that I could use at any, on any future project. So there's always stuff to be used for next time. These were some extra card bases that it came with. These were the 2. This was one design. This was another. The other one was the one with the boots, which was fabulous. I love that one. I ended up cutting this one, but I just love that image. So anyway, that's what you get every month. You get something to surprise you, to keep you busy, and that's what we all need right now, is to stay home and do something that makes us happy. So that was what our box is for March. So let me show you what I do. So normally, let's see, these are the ones that came with the, these are the cards done as per the directions, exactly step by step, what the directions said to do. So so I did it. So I like to show you what their directions are, what these card projects are. So you could have made 3 of each of these designs, and with plenty of stuff left over. So this one, now let me just show you this. This is adorable. I love it. I love the boots. And I don't know if you can see it, but also, and I can't find it. I looked all over for it. Of course, I'm going to find it as soon as I finish this video. But it came with these little, in addition to the adhesives, it usually has some kind of embellishments too. So in addition to the twine, it has these little, I don't know if you can see it, these little raindrops that are so adorable. And it was a little tiny, piece of just a little tiny tab of it that they came with, because they are so tiny. But they were adorable, and I'm so sorry that I can't find it. But I have an alternative that maybe I'll try with you for on our last card. So anyway, so that was one done just as per directions. This was the second one. Little bunny, cute, little hearts. These are all cut out. I didn't do any die cutting. All of these tags, excuse me, were already there. And this was the third one. We did stamping here of the clouds, the cloud image. Let me see if I can get that out again. And it was really cool the way they, it was sort of like that distinctive stamping where it had a lot of depth to it, and for the shadows. So those are the 3 as per instructions. And okay, hi Fran. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to look at the comments and do this at the same time. My brain just doesn't work like that. So I'll try. But if you have any questions, please ask. I will definitely go back to them later. These are my 3. This is the second set that I do. And it's the 3 cards that I use the same, I use the same materials, supplies that are in the box. I don't use anything different. And just do a little bit of a different design. So that's where I came up with this one. I used the same stamp set, same dies, the same die cuts. And this one, really, what I did was I just took, I guess you can't really see it, but for this one here, you have the ground and then the sky. So I just turned it horizontal instead of vertical and opened it that way, and just to have a little bit of a shading on the side here. So that was my first one of my second set. This one I kind of just bunched them together, put them on with dimensionals, tied the twine here, and I used 2 of the petal pink tags and just popped them up with dimensionals also. So done. This little guy, I just wanted to use this bunny somehow, and you can see I put the little raindrops came in like droplets, and they came in little tiny drops, just like a circle. So I put one of those babies right on his eye. I don't know if you can see that, but this would be a really cute, just get well, or thinking of you kind of day. Wishing you brighter days. Yes, we all need that right now. Okay, so what I did for my third completely alternate project, so my third set is when I just use I use the stamp set that comes with the box, and I use all my other stuff. Now this one I did use the card base. I cut it down and gave it a little border because I just love that so much. But most of it is just all the other products that you can use. And my point to doing that is so that you see, once your box is done, that doesn't mean that there's nothing more to do with it. I want you to be able to take that stamp set and look for alternate projects. And if you can get a little bit of inspiration with my 3, perfect. So this one I took the little flower pot stamp set and I stamped it, and I stamped it in Night of Navy. So by doing that, you have to be careful, because if you're using your blends markers, which I love to use, it will blur and it will smudge a little. So you don't want to do that. So what I did here was I used the Stampin' Right markers, and I used the Pear Pizzazz for that, and I just colored it in. And then I just fussy cut around that, and I popped it up with some dimensionals, and I put some of those little raindrops right underneath there too. And this I just cropped out of the So Sentimental dies, the little tiny rectangle, and used the stamp set, the sentiment from the stamp set here, and just popped that up. And that was my first one, good to go. This one was adorable because I love those boots, and I used a little bit of the Subtles DSP. I used the same stamp set. I used my Stamparatus, and we're going to use that for the last project also. So I used the Stamparatus, and for the two-step stamping on Petal Pink, my two favorite combinations is Petal Pink and Smoky Slate, and this was easy peasy to do. I just stamped it on a scrap of Whisper White, and I just cut in to make the banner. You could use the banner triple punch, but for these little ones, it's fine. And what I did here was, before I put it on with a glue dot, I just used my bone folder and I just curled it up a little bit, just to make it more of a flag kind of tag, which I just like, a little bit of effect for that. And then I just added a few Petal Pink sequins, and we were good to go with that. So that was my second alternate ones. Now I give, I will, if you're a member, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you automatically become, if you subscribe through me, you'll automatically become a member of my Paper Pumpkin Club. So with the Paper Pumpkin Club, you will get, and my members today or this afternoon will get PDFs for these three projects, start to finish. Pictures, step-by-step instructions. So that's why I do all this. If you subscribe, you come and join, then you're automatically a part of my club, and you will automatically get this. You don't have to do anything. And you also get a copy of the video in case you can't make our Facebook Live. So you get the PDFs, but you also get to see step by step. So this is my third one. And I did change this up a little bit after I did this, because I just kind of wanted to make that a little bit more square. So I'll show you how I did that. And I like it much better anyway. And for some reason I used Daffodil Delight, and I didn't want to. I wanted to use So Saffron. So what do you know? I then corrected myself, and we'll just do it. We'll do it the right way this time. So let me show you how I did this, and then you'll still get the PDFs. Or if you want the PDF instructions, then you'll need to just subscribe. So, okay, I'm going to put this on first because I want to do my stamping on that white one before I put that down. Just in case, you know. I always do my layering last to make sure that I haven't messed up. So, okay, so that's just my base. Now, so here we're going to be using the Stamparatus because it's two-step stamping, and I never trust myself to do something without the Stamparatus if it's going to be two-step. All right, so I'm taking my Stamparatus out. I already have my images loaded. Don't know what happened. I may have just lost the feed, but okay, I'm going to keep going. So what I do is I have my scrap. I think this was 3. Well, it'll be in the PDF, but I think it was 3.5, and this is 3 3 3/8 or 3 3/4, I think that was. So what I'm going to do is place this here. And normally, well, I used to place them all into the corner here, but I felt like I had more, I just had more leverage, and it seemed like it was a firmer image when I can just put it on this side. And as long as you're lining it up with the line here, or any line, so you remember if it does get pulled up once you have stamped it, you can always, you know exactly where it's going to go back to get stamped. So I'm just using my smoky slate, because smoky slate. I think it was basic gray or gray granite that came with the kit. Yeah, it was basic gray, but I like the gray granite. I think it's just a little bit lighter, so I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to, I have this placed here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do the two-step, and then we're going to do a little masking. Now I made this the same color. You could make the inside of the boots a little bit fancier, a little bit more interesting, but I liked it like that. And just give it a firm press, and beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to mask it, and I'm going to put that flowers behind it, but I think I'm going to take it off here. I don't need the Stamparatus to do that, because it is on the, where's my mat now? I want to show you up close. And since these are the photopolymer, it's easy to make the, to make it so that you can see exactly what you're doing. Okay, so what I did here, in case you're new to masking, I just simply stamped this on a piece of Post-it note, or I mean, there is masking paper, but you don't need to spend your money on that. So just put it on a Post-it note, stamp it once, and then just fussy cut around it. And that's all I did. And the reason I do a Post-it note is because I wanted to stick at some point, just so that it's not flying all over the place. And so I do have the sticky over here on this side. So let's see. Oh my goodness. I think I lost. All right. Well, I'm still going to go ahead with it. I don't know. It's saying I don't have my internet up now. I think a lot of people are having problems getting online these days. It's just overloaded. Okay, so let's just keep going. All right, so what I did was here, I'm going to stamp this again. I want my flowers to be coming out behind the boots here. So I'm just going to use my basic, my smoky slate again, and I'm going to place it just over where the masking is, and just to the side. Now, if I wanted my image to come in between the boots, I would have cut in between there, but I don't really want that. I just want it to go onto the side there. And then I'm just going to give it a little bit extra pressure right where it's landing onto the tape, the Post-it note. Okay, and actually, while I still have that there, I want to add a little, my umbrella handle. So, but I want to know where my umbrella is going to be. So let me do this first. I took, this is a piece of paper from the Pleased as Punch designer series paper, and it is, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful paper. And let me put that up here. And it has matching designs for the, oh, now I'm stuck here. Come on. What's the problem with the Post-it note? Okay, so just put that in there. And I'm using the Post-it note because I cropped it out a little too close, too close for comfort, but good enough. Okay, and this is the Umbrella Builder Punch, which came as a bundle with the Under My Umbrella stamp set. and bundle. Okay, so I know I want to put this here, and I just want to make sure that I'm not off the grid a little bit too much here. So so what I'm going to do is I have my little handle, which is from the Under My Umbrella stamp set, which is so cute with all those rain images, and it worked perfectly with the kit for this month, no matter the weather. So so I'm just going to put this up here, and so now that I know my umbrella top is going to go there, I'm just going to put this guy right down here. Okay, so now you don't have to worry about that. You can remove that too. Okay, so that's good to go. All right, so now I know I can, when we're done, I can put my umbrella image right up there. Oh, actually, I should have kept this on here, because sometimes, I think with the first one, I used my markers, my Stampin' Write markers, because you can use those if you've just stamped in the regular ink pads. But if you're using the blends markers, you really do need to use the, what's it called? The Stampin' Write markers, which is what I used here. So, which is what I did on the first one, I think. But what I'd like to do here, since they have the two-stepped image for the, for the flowers, where did that go? Well, I can't find it. But that's what I did the first time. So what I think I'll do now is, that's annoying. I know I had it out. All right. You get the idea, though, right? Okay, I have my So Saffron Stampin' Write marker, so very easily I can do that. And fill those in. And then I went back, so I don't even need this now. But then I went back and I used the Pear Pizzazz marker and filled those in. Okay, so I won't do that here, but you get the message. You get the idea here. Okay, good enough. Okay, and then I would go back in with the green. But I'll just do it, and then I can finish this up later. And you know, you can just barely touch it just to give it some color. Okay, all right. All right, let me see if I can get back on here. I hope the whole thing's not down. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, figures the internet is down. I don't think. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, so we're good now. So all I have to do here is put this back on here. So I'm sure as soon as this is done, I'm going to find my flower stamp, and I'm going to find those little raindrops. But really all it did was I still kept the mask on the boots, and it was fine. It was, and then I just placed it right on top of the first image. And I have a little dot there. Oh, look at this, right in front of me. Yikes. I knew it. Okay. All right, keep going. So let's just do this now. So I'm going to put this on here, and then we can do the we'll do the sentiment. So this baby's going to go right up on top here. Okay, and here's my sentiment. Here's my ribbon, and I wanted to put the umbrella on, give you an idea of what that looked like up there. And I do like it. It's a little bit more square, and I do like square. People that know me know that I like things very square in the box. I'm good with that. I'm good with staying in the lines. Okay, and let's just put this right up there. So we cover that little boo-boo, but we still get the idea of that coming through. Okay, so let's take so I took this tag from the Oh, this was called the Stitched Label, no, Stitched, I think it was the Stitched Label dies, and I think that was in the annual catalog. And let me see if I can get back on now. Seems like it's back. Oh, your mama. Alrighty. Okay. So let's just give this a stamp. A little stamp here. No matter the weather, we're in this together. And I'll just put this right into the middle. Good. And so I have this stamp. Let's see. This twine I got from the what was it called? It was the kit in the mini catalog. I think it was called oh, Seriously the Best. That's what it was called. And I do agree. It was a really cool card kit, easy to put together, a lot of really nice, big, bold sayings. So let me show you what I do here, because I don't trust myself, especially on camera, making a bow. So what I'll do is, and I do this all the time, it's a little bit of cheating, but what the heck. All right, so I just want this to have a place to sit while I'm making my bow. Okay, so now it's it's stuck to my mat there. Sort of. She says it's not stuck. Okay, and if that's not the case, what I could also do, it's not sticking on that. I don't have a big enough one on there. All right, let's try this again. Probably not a good idea to put it on the silicone mat. That's why it's not sticking, because that's the whole idea of that thing, is that it doesn't stick. Oh, Lori. All right. So this is way too much ribbon, but this came from that kit, and I wanted to make sure that I saved some for this, just to give it a little bit of pop of color down on the bottom. And then I'm going to pop that up. And I do that all the time to try to I just need something to stabilize it so that I can get my fingers to work around it. All right, so I'm going to put a few dimensionals on here, and we'll pop that up. And then there's just one more thing I want to try to do and see if we can get those. I think I'm back, but I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's pick these up, and I'm just going to put this down here, and we're almost done. Perfect. Okay, so let me show you. Since I lost my little rain droplets, which I'm sure I'll find soon, this is the Shimmery Crystal Effects. Now, this was in the holiday catalog, but it was carried over, so I know it's going to be in. And some of the items that were in the holiday catalog are only carried over to the next holiday catalog, but this is available now. So, and I thought, well, you know what? Let's just try this as some raindrops, and let's see if that has the same effect. So let me see. Oh, there you go. Perfect. A little bit bigger than the other ones, but look at that. And these dry really nice too. I mean, I wouldn't put it in an envelope or anything like right away, but you can certainly, it does dry with the 3-dimension, and oh, I love that. I think that looks great. That was a nice big one there. I'll try that again. There you go. Okay, so anyway, that's the idea. If you had stamped this like I did originally, this would be a little bit, okay, so let's see. Okay, we're good then. We're still good. Okay, so this is my, thanks Fran for letting me know. This is, so that was my third project. This is the one of the 3 that you will receive if you're part of my club to get the PDF step-by-step directions. along with, you can always go back to this video. I'll email you the link once I'll put this up on YouTube also. So so that was that. I hope that you can subscribe and join us next time and get the PDFs and try all these alternate projects. Speaking of subscribing, if you do, I do have an extra box, an extra unopened box from the March anniversary kit. So I would love to give it away. And I will give it away to anyone who subscribes between now and to the April kit. Excuse me. So the April kit is every month. You must subscribe by the 10th of the month in order to get that upcoming kit. So it is too late for this one, but that's why I wanted to give you some alternate projects. If you have the Under My Umbrella or any other stamp set, you can try to substitute and use it that way. But if you do subscribe between now and April 10th, I will, and if it's more than one person, I will draw a name and I will happily send you the box so that you can do these projects, all of these projects from start to finish. And in that box, you'll get the same thing. The only thing it doesn't have is the block, the clear block. But just that'll be so. But you will get one for in April when you subscribe for your first box. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today, either live or on replay. I hope that if you do have the paper pumpkin box already, that you're welcome to use all these alternate projects and just to keep stamping. And remember, once you're done with that box, you can still use that stamp set. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. And although I might not be able to see them now, I will be able to go back and definitely answer them for you. So thanks so much again for joining me today. I hope everyone is staying home and staying safe and staying well. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.